Hello there, my very good friends, and a warm welcome and good afternoons to you all. On this video, we're going to go over WWE's leaked plans for the WrestleMania XL main event. They sound pretty great.
Yeah, AJ Styles has just openly admitted that WWE's new world title is secondary.
And AEW have filed a new trademark application that might have collision implications.
I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the after news.
Alright, let's talk WrestleMania. What number is it? 40.
Yes.
XL next year. You can see from the lovely bell design. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Cream cheese, baby.
April. You know the drill. Cheesesteaks and cream cheese.
Lifting weights.
There you go. Steaks and weights, baby. Shouts to Heavy Machinery. But worked wrestling.
Oh, what guys?
I'm just going to read this tweet to you because it just kind of speaks for itself. While it is still early, discussions have taken place for WWE's Raw's main event for WrestleMania 40 XL, potentially to be Cody Rhodes versus Gunther.
Get the f*** in!
Hey!
Sorry, Ryan.
Sorry, Ryan. Both superstars have expressed interest in working with each other in the past and are seen as the top face and top heel on the Raw roster. So, of course, they had an appetite-whetting showdown in the Royal Rumble, which immediately got people going, oh, that would be good, as if we didn't know it would be good already.
Yes.
But this is really cool. This is really sick. I think that could be a potential world title match because Gunther, for me, has always had the kind of vibe, and I'm about to show my age here if I don't every single time I step on these videos, but he's always had the vibe of like the monster champion stepping up to try and dethrone Bruno in New York. Cody Rhodes is not from Philadelphia, so it's a bit of a different energy.
Yeah.
But like, I think he'd be a really fitting title fight. Or maybe Gunther's the champion. Who knows? Either way, I think that's a really sick match. I would love to see it at Mania.
I'm absolutely buzzing through reading this news today because it means, Andy, it's happening. And all you guys who complained after WrestleMania, let it play out. Finish the story. Because
people are going to take this seriously.
What I've taken from this is Cody Rhodes, broken arm and all apparently after Monday Night Raw, wins Money in the Bank, calls his shot, wins the world title, finally defeats Roman Reigns, despite that he should have done it at 39, at SummerSlam. And you're right, I think he holds it all the way to WrestleMania. And who wins the Royal Rumble? The guy who would have won it if Cody hadn't been in it, Gunther, monster heel. Often
Good.
when we find out what the WrestleMania main event is, certainly over the last decade or so, when they'd be like, Dave's found out that the WrestleMania main event next year is already set in stone, and you're like, sorry, what?
Yeah.
It is May. You can't say Roman and Brock again, but...
They can and they will.
They can and they will. This is perfect. Don't change a thing. Brilliant.
Sow the seeds and what nature grow. I think that's Insane Clown Posse. Shout outs to the legends. Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope.
Yep.
Alright. You were a juggalo in a former life.
Was I?
I can tell, yeah.
I give off that aura.
More of a twisted guy than an icy. I know about this life, man. Trust me, I know about the juggalos.
But yeah, let us know your thoughts on that in the comment section because I think that would be my perfect WrestleMania main event.
Hell yeah. Let's go. I think my perfect one.
God, that deserves it. Look at his transformation, man.
I'd like to see, if we're talking perfect main events, Tugboat would be in there for me.
Triple threat.
Tugboat.
Cody, Gunther, Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio champion, obviously.
Tugboat.
And Tugboat is special guest referee.
There you go.
And guest enforcer, of course, KSI and Prime Ball.
Of course.
Right.
Sure.
This weekend we are crowning a new champion, Andy Murray. And I read on Twitter this morning that apparently this is going to continue the lineage of the World Heavyweight Championship. So it's just going to be, what was it, Randy in like 2013?
I
Something
can't
like
remember.
that?
I cannot remember.
Then just a big old gap. And then, well, especially after this report, Seth Rollins probably is the new World Heavyweight Champion because AJ Styles has been chanting to the New York Post, New York Post, get in here!
End my existence.
He's been talking about the new WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Can we just call it the World Heavyweight Championship? I'm going to forget and just do that anyway.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
But he's done a bit of a boo-boo here, I think, because he's just blatantly admitted it's secondary. Like
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He said, is it a secondary? Well, if the Raw Championship is held by Roman, the SmackDown Championship is held by Roman, then how can you argue that it's not? Yeah, fair point. We had to make a new championship because Roman holds them all. What happens if he decides to wrestle for the World Heavyweight Championship? Don't give him ideas, AJ.
He goes kayfabe here, doesn't he?
Yeah, it is what it is, and we got what we got. If we make the best of it, and if and when Roman does challenge, we beat the brakes off of him, whoever might be, then we'll see what title's secondary.
Yeah.
I mean, I was joking, obviously, but it's very spot on what AJ's saying there.
Yeah.
Technically, it's not even a secondary title, it's the third title.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, he's dead right. He's totally correct. Of course it's a second, and I don't think that's even controversial because it's like, Roman's been a champion for 1,000 days almost. Like, of course, whatever you bring in opposite that is going to feel secondary, especially after he scooped both belts up last year and has held them ever since. He's had this era-defining title run over here. Yeah, default, it's going to be secondary. It's up to the wrestlers and the bookers coming out of Night of Champions to elevate it and try and build it up and make it feel on level footing. So that is the challenge that the WWE does face with this title. I don't think it's controversial. I don't think it's harsh, anything like that. And yeah, that's just where we're at with it. AJ's kind of right. I like how he kind of veers back into kayfabe and then he goes, well, what if Roman comes and fights me? Then I like that's good stuff. Like, he's just turning it back on itself. But yeah, he's right.
Yeah, Seth's winning the title on Saturday. And Night of Champions, almost guaranteed. But yeah, it's WWE tying themselves in knots when they could have just put both titles on Cody and have him be the honourable guy and saying, I can't defend both of these, so this show can have this one.
Yeah.
But anyway, I like the new World Heavyweight Championship now, and I think as a potential new inaugural, not inaugural because it's continuing on the lineage, AJ Styles Seth Rollins is going to be an absolute banger in Saudi.
Should be a tasty one. Tasty treat. You know what else is tasty?
Turkish Delight.
No, that's disgusting. Worst sweet ever. Get Turkish Delight out of here. Give me some Charleston Chew.
Skittles Chewy's guy myself.
Trademark application. Not usually something we would go over on the video, but I'm overthinking it, and I think it might have something to do with Collision, maybe. So, AEW filed a trademark application for the term transfer portal. Transfer portal, right? Let's put 2 and 2 together and get 58. Transfer is a word commonly used in professional football, as in FUTBOL, not hand egg, the American thing.
Yes.
Baltimore Bastards represent. When people move between teams, it's a transfer.
Yes.
Tony Khan is Fulham guy. He's director of football operations, all of that stuff over there. Maybe he's using a bit of his influence instead of using the term like draft, which WWE uses.
Yep.
Maybe this refers to that roster reshuffle. This is purely us speculating. Apart from the application, that does exist. They have tried to trademark this. But I wonder if maybe they're going to do some transfers in the transfer portal to get people over to Collision instead of doing a draft. What do you think?
I think you might be spot on, to be perfectly honest there. Like you say, I think if they'd use the word draft, people would go, oh, you're just ripping off WWE, despite the fact that WWE didn't invent that. It's just, and it is what it is. Yeah, I like the idea. I really hope that when people go through the transfer portal, they have to do the awkward holding up of a shirt thing. Like, I've committed my future to Collision for the next 4 years.
They need to get Jim White in to do this, don't they?
Yes.
So the transfer window can slam shut.
Yeah, get some reporters out. Oh, I'm hearing, Pete Roden Wingy showed up.
What's Hatem Ben Arfa doing in Jacksonville? Gosh.
God, Nico Cranshaw's got to be.
Harry Redknapp, your time has come. Come back.
Get Tony Schiavone reporting on it, but by leaning out of his car window like Harry used to do. That's incredibly niche. Sorry to everyone who just watches this who isn't from England, basically.
Yeah, you're screwed, man.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think that's what's going to happen. And yeah, it feels big time, doesn't it? In terms of like, if you're saying we're signing these people rather than just we're moving this to a this and this to there.
Yeah.
It all hangs basically on what the announcement is tomorrow on Dynamite, though. If it's Chicago, let's go, baby.
I mean, it's Chicago and it's Phil Brooks, baby. It's happening.
Let's hope so.
Dare I say it? I'm getting a bit bored of the CM Punk. Will he? Won't he? Not necessarily the situation, just the conversation. It's happening.
What was it was like yesterday. There was a report. It was like big news in this CM Punk thing.
Yeah, it was rubbish.
I clicked on it. It was like they've sent him a letter.
Yeah, it wasn't even true. It was something a drunk person said on a friend of the channel's Twitter space. And people picked... Why? Why did people pick... Why did you pick
I'm
up
just
on
gonna
that?
make.
The
I'm gonna
internet?
make something up today.
Yeah. Shouts to Ibu, by the way. Great guy.
Yeah.
Gift to wrestling Twitter. Legend.
Right, let us know your thoughts on all of today's news stories in the comment section below. If you're thinking, wait a second, Adam, you're wrapping up a bit earlier. Where's the Twitter questions? Aha! Well, we needed them earlier on because today's morning news was a little bit depressing, to be perfectly honest, with regards to injuries to some of our favourites. So, yeah, we put them on there to cheer us all up. But if you want to send us more Twitter questions, at WhatCultureWWE, watch there. You can follow both of us. You can follow Andy Murray
At Andy
You're gonna
H.
punch
Murray.
me?
The H stands for Haymaker. Oh.
Follow me on Twitter at Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at What Culture
Punch
WWE.
Guy.
Like, share, subscribe to What Culture Wrestling wherever you get your podcast from. My thanks to Andy. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.